Hey, stop whatever it is that you are doing. This is the most important sports news over the last several months. Head coach of the Jets, Robert Saleh, officially fired. A 20-36 record. Remember, there has been a tumultuous relationship between him and Aaron Rodgers dating back to the offseason, ladies and gentlemen. Remember, last week before they were just in London, Rodgers calls Saleh out, Saleh calls Rodgers out. Well, now, Saleh, you've been called out of your job. No position in New York for Robert Saleh. He went to sign in with his badge today. Access denied. Yeah. I mean, shocking news. James Jones, coming to you on this one because, I mean, literally still shocked. Literally still shocked. Again, y'all text your friends, call your friends, let them know, tune into the facility for the breaking news. We will tell you our opinion on the why. 39 years of NFL experience up here, breaking it down for you in real time. James, do you blame Aaron Rodgers for Saleh's firing?
Well, I blame Aaron Rodgers for Saleh's firing because the way he played on the football field as of today.
Sure.
I don't think Aaron Rodgers walked up top and had any decision in this to say, get rid of Robert Saleh. And then I'm just sitting here thinking, hey, man, what's the GM name?
Joe Douglas.
Joe, I don't want Robert Saleh. I want the backup defensive coach. Come on, man. If anything, if it's Rodgers saying something, at least say, hey, man, I don't want Saleh. Put Hackett as the head coach, at least somebody in offense or something. But to sit here and say Rodgers has something to do with this, he has something to do with it. The whole offense has something to do with it because they did not win these last two games that they should have won if the offense played their part. But Aaron Rodgers going up to the top saying, I don't want Robert Saleh, that's not even Aaron, man. I know Aaron personally. I just text Aaron right now what's going on. It can't be that. It's not that. Robert Saleh, since he's been the head coach for the Jets, has not been good. Of ups and downs, there's been a lot of scratching your head what you're doing as a head coach. I am extremely surprised right now that we sit here at week 5, sitting here saying that Robert Saleh is gone. I did not think that, and you're going to be playing for first place. It's surprising to me, but I can't say that this is Aaron Rodgers at all.
5, you blame Rodgers?
Yes. Yes. Oh, what?
You blame Rodgers for Saleh getting fired?
Oh, no. Obviously, I blame Rodgers for the way they playing.
Yeah.
But as far as him getting fired, no, I don't think Aaron Rodgers went up there and said that, like James talked about. First of all, who's replacing Saleh, right? Another defensive guy? I know he didn't say, hey, fire Saleh, but give me the other defensive guy. No, because the problem is the offense. As I look around the league, right, all these great coaches, Sean Payton, right? I watched him struggle with rookie quarterbacks. That's just what it is. When you don't have good quarterback play, how can you win? I look at last year and the year before that. You had Zach Wilson at quarterback, Mike White. What coach is winning with them guys, right? If the defense was slacking, if the defense played the way they play against the 49ers like they play every other game, I would have a problem with Saleh. But on his side, they love him as a coach, and the defense is playing super well that the offense should be winning, and the offense is not. You got a 40-year-old quarterback who's super hyped up and legendary because he is that good. Yeah. He's not playing that good. That's the reason why they are losing. That's not the reason why they are winning. The defense is good enough that you can win. I just hate that we're sitting up here acting like Saleh did a bad job. Because my thing is, no, I'm being serious when I say that. I like to put myself in other people's shoes.
Okay.
How well would I have did if I was coach for the Jets? How well would Andy Reid have done with the Jets? Now, he's a better coach, so they'll probably do a little bit better, but it's hard to win when your quarterback is trash. Tell me some dudes. We watched Justin Fields play for the Bears, right? His head coach. He did bad. They didn't win. Who can win with bad quarterback play? Tell me, Acho. Because the defense last week, they played really, really well against the Vikings, right? They gave them, 20-some points, and they got 2 turnovers, okay? I look at the Denver game. They gave up 10 points, and they still lose. So when I'm looking at this situation, it's like, how are we blaming Robert Saleh? And the last thing is this. If they win against the Bills, do you know what place they are in the AFC East? First. So you telling me we had a potentially we could have got first place in the NFC East and you're going to fire a head coach before that game? Tell me how that makes sense. And that's the reason why the New York Jets are not a good franchise, not a good winning program.
Chase, you blame Rodgers?
No. I think Rodgers has not played well. I blame Zach Wilson. I blame Mike White. I blame Joe Flacco. I blame Trevor Siemian. I blame Tim Boyle. Those are the quarterbacks that Robert Saleh has had in his tenure. The fact that he was able to win back-to-back 7-win seasons with those guys, to me, that's impressive. They're ranked 7th in points per game right now on defense. Robert Saleh is doing his job as a defensive coordinator.
Man. Come on now.
Hey, I'm just saying, he's doing, you can say what you want. He's doing his job as a defensive coordinator. Look, Rodgers, for me, it's not Rodgers. Like, did the offense not score enough points? Would this be a different solution if they would have beat the Vikings, yeah, I don't think he's fired. Yeah. But like Shady said, they're one game out of first place. If they win, they go to first place.
So,
and look, Aaron, the crazy thing about it is, guys, like, it's hard to blame Aaron Rodgers and this whole tenure of Robert Saleh, because you know how many games they've had together? 6. Rodgers played 4 snaps in the first. They'd had 5 games. And so you're telling me the disconnect between head coach and player after 6 games gets you fired?
I got to go.
Because that to me
hold on. Here is what infuriates me. It literally makes my skin crawl.
Man.
We keep saying, myself included, Robert Saleh is doing his job as a defensive coordinator. Alert, America. He's not a defensive coordinator. He's the head coach. For the Niners, he was a defensive coordinator. He did his job there. They went to a Super Bowl, lost to the Chiefs. But we can't say he's doing his job as a DC. He's not a DC. He's a head coach. As a head coach, he is failing. 20-36. 3rd worst record over the last 4 years. If he was a DC, he'd be retained. He's a HC, so he's fired. He's not doing his job as a head coach. As a DC, exceeding. As a head coach, he's failing, and he is failing miserably. Last year was a great litmus test. Everybody and their mama lost their quarterbacks last year. But somehow, some way, Kevin Stefanski with Joe Flacco, the same Joe Flacco that Robert Saleh couldn't figure out how to win with, Kevin Stefanski got himself to the playoffs with and was named head coach of the year. Jake Browning was the quarterback for the Cincinnati Bengals. Who in the world is Jake Browning? A 6th-round pick from Washington. And Zach Taylor lost Joe Burrow, but somehow, some way, found himself a way to win some game. Easton Stick. I can't even spell Easton Stick. I don't know if there's an H in it or not.
With him for 2 years.
But somehow, some way, found a way to win a couple games. Justin Fields got hurt, and the Chicago Bears with some quarterback that was a D3 player, I don't even remember his name. Somehow, some way, Tyson Bagent, can't spell that one either, found a way to win some games. Donnie DeVito for the New York Giants. Tommy DeVito.
Not Donnie.
My dog won some games, and he was a storyline. Stop talking to me about the Robert Saleh is a DC. He's not a DC. He's a head coach, and he was a bad head coach. Love me some Robert Saleh. Gave me a tryout in 2015 after 2015 after the Eagles cut me because I broke my thumb. Love me some Robert Saleh as a defensive mind. He's not a defensive mind. He's a head coach, and he's a bad one, and it's okay to say.
real quick, because I want to just ask y'all a question. You've been a part of a coach getting fired in the building?
During the season?
During the season?
Andy
Just
Reid got
period.
fired.
Yeah,
I
so
was pissed off about that.
when Andy Reid got fired, like, how'd you feel? Was it the players? Was it Andy Reid? Why you think Andy Reid got fired?
It was the players.
It was the players.
And they needed a scapegoat. Andy Reid, our offense was always electrifying, right? Setting records after records. We returned the ball over, and the defense wasn't good. That's why he got fired. And listen, I was with me and Jason Kelce was the main players pissed off when Andy Reid got fired.
Gotcha. So it didn't have nothing to do with culture. It just had stuff to do with y'all not winning. That's
Us not playing well.
Playing well. Gotcha. You been a part of a coaching fire? Which one?
It was the dude from, I forgot his name.
What team?
Detroit Lions. Patricia.
Matt Patricia.
That's how it's.
He's
forgettable.
Now, why did Matt get fired?
Lost the locker room.
Lost the locker room, right?
Yeah, defense wasn't great, but lost the locker room.
And you probably could have pointed to a bunch of different things, but you guys knew inside that he lost the locker room.
Yeah.
And that's where I'm at. We were losing games in Oakland, but Dennis Allen didn't have a locker room. Everybody was checked out in the locker room. But it wasn't nobody going up there saying, hey, man, get Dennis Allen out of here, none of that. But the organization seeing that he don't have these dudes. That's the only thing I can point my finger at to say why you would do it right now, knowing that you got the Buffalo Bills on Monday night and the game is for first place, knowing that your head coach I know you saying he's the head coach, but knowing that your head coach, a defensive-minded head coach, has his defense playing solid and the offense ain't playing well. It has to be the way he managed the team. It has to be them thinking that he has lost his locker room. We can save it because we are playing for first place. Bring in somebody in here, and maybe we get some new blood flowing, and now we're able to go kind of refresh and press the reset button on this season. That's the only thing I can think of.
This from a lot of players that I do know with the Jets, right? Some of their main star players, they love Robert Saleh. They do, right? So I don't know if he's lost the locker room, and I don't know if the new coach is gonna make the offense play better. But I want you to break this down because you had a nice take about this, that, and the third. So I want you to elaborate on it real quick, right? Because he's a defensive coach, right? Defensive-minded coach. Now, I want you to switch your mind a little bit and go to the offense.
Yep.
So I want you to go to all the offensive head coaches
Yep.
that don't deal with the defense.
Yeah.
So we're going to start with your team, your Niners.
Yep.
How much you think Kyle Shanahan goes there and just talks to the defense about this and the third?
Not a lot.
Cool.
Not a lot.
Sean McVay is one of the best offensive minds in the game. How much you think he goes and talks to the defense about this and the third?
We knew not a lot. We saw
Okay.
him last year.
Okay, I'm gonna go to some better coaches, right? Andy Reid. No, not Andy Reid. I'm sorry. Sean Payton. Let's go to Sean Payton, though. How much does he involve himself?
I know for a fact.
With the defense.
Zero.
Because I watched them dudes give up 70 points on defense.
Burger.
Not a video game, a real live game. Okay,
sure.
They're the best coach of all time. Andy Reid. How much does he have involvement of the defense?
Sure.
Because I played with Andy since I was 20 years old. You know what he does with defense?